existed in West Africa since the 11th century. So this has been with us long years. Before the existence of this type of weaving, we were having an old one that I would like to show you. Yeah, please. This is the cloth that we were weaving before the 11th century. And if you look at this picture, please, can you see it? After weaving days, they use the finished product to cover their nakedness.
Oh, I see.
So when one of the Ashanti kings realized that his people has knowledge about this type of weaving, the then king selected those weavers and sent them to a village called Bontuku. Bontuku was a trading center near the present day La Côte d'Ivoire. So they went there to study the art form over there. When the weavers returned, they were confined in the king's palace, weaving only for the king. So in the olden days, kente was for the king alone. If you are not a king or a royal, you'll not be allowed to put on the cloth. But today, if you have your money to afford, you can buy any cloth that you want to buy. And please, kente is more than just a cloth. It is not a piece of fabric by which Ghanaians can be easily and distinctively identify international conferences. As I'm speaking, it's no more a razor for the king. So the question is, what is kente? What does it mean? Kente is a visual representation of history, philosophy, ethics, and set values, a powerful cultural symbol and a source of pride, both for Ghanaians and the African diaspora. So the craft chronicles the local history, which reflects the cultural value of the people. It portrays our culture. For example, if you want to carry a message without writing it or opening your mouth, you can do so by using the designs. Let's assume if I love you and I feel shy to open my mouth verbally, I can just present to you a type of design. So the moment you see that particular design, it tells you that I love you. And if I hate you, that same process. So we can communicate through the kente designs. Let me explain this design. This design means the road to success is not a smooth way. It is a rough road. It is a zigzag, filled with obstacles, which can be surmounted only through constant toil. So to be able to succeed in life is not always a straight line. You have to struggle before you can succeed. So this design portrays that. I have another one here. This simply means stop jealousy. Don't be jealous. So to tell people jealousy is no good, there's no need to open your mouth. Just put on the cloth. So the moment you put on the cloth, you are telling people jealousy is no good. That's the message this one also conveys. Now, the next question is, how do we get the names and the designs of the kente cloth? Kente designs and names are derived from philosophical concepts, oral literature, individual achievement, historical event, proverbs, human code of conduct, and some attributes of plant and animal life. That is how you get the names and also the designs. Let me take it one by one. Historically, the first president of Ghana was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And Dr. Kwame Nkrumah married a very beautiful lady called Fatia from Egypt. So the then weavers wove this cloth and named after the president's wife. So we call this one Fatia. What does this design mean? As I said earlier, Fatia was not a Ghanaian, yet she married a Ghanaian president. So this talk about avoiding discrimination, whether a Ghanaian, an American, whoever you are. We are all one person with common destiny, no tribalism, no racism. That's the message this kente conveys. So to cut it short, almost all the design that you see here has names and meaning that reflect the cultural value of the people. Ghanaian, we don't buy the cloth based on the beauty alone, but rather the message it conveys. So now I'm inviting questions.